Have you ever typed something into Excel, hit enter, and then realized it was the wrong data altogether? What if I told you there's a way to control exactly what goes into a cell and prevent those costly mistakes? That is where data validation comes in. In this tutorial, I'll show you how to use this powerful feature to save time, reduce errors, and make your spreadsheet bulletproof. Okay, so now we are going to use this column as an example, this month column. We're supposed to be able to type in numbers that represent months. If it is January, we type in 1. December would be 12. So each month's numbers is represented here. And we want to restrict whoever is making the data entry from making errors and typing outside of the range, which is 1 to 12. At the moment, even when you type 100, it accepts it. And you type hello letters, it accepts it. So we want to restrict the entry to 1 to 12. How do we do that? First of all, we highlight the range where the entries will be made. Yes, this is it. And then we go on to the data tab. You click on the data tab and then you move on right to data validation. This is data validation and you click on it and then you select data validation again, which is the first one. Okay, data validation. And this is where we make all the changes. At the moment, the range I have selected will allow any value to be input. That is why I was able to type in 100 and I was also able to type in a word, that is letters. So we have to change this. I don't want any value. So we click on here and we want whole numbers. If what we are expecting to type was a currency, has to do with money, we would select decimals. But numbers that represents months, whole numbers. Okay, so we will only accept whole numbers. And then the subsequent options that are given us is here. These whole numbers that we want to accept, what is the range? Is it any whole number? We want to restrict it. So between, that is minimum will be 1 and the maximum will be 12. Okay, so let's click OK. That is it. So if I type in 2, it accepts. If I type in 13, it gives me an error message. This is the error message. The value doesn't match the data validation restrictions defined for this cell. So that is the problem. So it is working now. It is preventing data from outside the range. But you can see this error message here. Let me type it again. The error message is a bit generic. We want to define our own error message. We want to control what Excel tells the user. To do that, let's go back here again. We highlight that same range and we go back to data and data validation. So let's look at error alerts. What happens when somebody types the wrong number outside of the range? Well, it should stop and then give us an error message. The error message can have a title, but let's leave out the title. The message should be typed in here. Please type in a number between 1 and 12. Okay, so I just click OK. And so when I type in 13, you see, please type in a number. That is it. And then it gives you the opportunity to retry and correct yourself. So when you type in the right one, it accepts it. But there are different kinds of errors. Let me show you what I mean. When I highlight the range and we go to data validation and data validation, when you look at the error alerts, there are different kinds of errors. One is stop error. That is what we did just now. You see, it is a stop error. I type in 23. It stops me from typing in that number. It will never accept it. Okay. Then let's go back there again. And that is a stop error. The next one is here. Warning. Yes. Click OK. If it's a warning, it will accept the wrong inputs, but then it will let you know that you have typed in the wrong inputs. Let's give an example here. 14. See, please type in a number between 1 and 12. It's telling you that what you typed in is wrong. But do you still insist on what you've typed? Continue. Yes. If you say no, then you can change it. Yes. You see that it has accepted it, but it has warned you. Then there is another one. Let's highlight again. Data validation. The last one is information. It will not even attempt to stop you. It will just inform you. This is it. Let me type in 16 and press enter. You see, it gives you the error, the warning though, but just clicks OK and it accepts it like that. So the most useful one, which is more practical, is the stop error. That is it. So we go back here, stop error, and it will not allow you to type in the wrong data. Type in the wrong data. It warns you that you can't move forward until you do that. Okay, so that is that. And what else can we do here? Let's highlight it again and go to data validation. And you have input message, because somebody's trying to input data here. Maybe for some reason they're not sure what should go in here, even though there's a heading here. Let's go back here, data validation, input message. So the input message would be, please, you can type in any message. Please type in a number that corresponds with the month. That is, okay, that is 1 to 12. 1 to 12. Okay. So in that case, when you or somebody else is trying to input data, once you click in there, you see it gives you the message. So you can type in whatever message, you can customize it to whatever you want the user to see. That is that. Okay. So that is the input hint. It gives you a hint as to what should be input in that very column. So let's take a look here. So that is that. And you can do that. And here again, we have the error alert. And then on the left side, we have the place where we decide what data will be accepted and what will not. We basically define the range of numbers. And that is how you can master data validation in Excel, turning messy spreadsheets into clean, reliable data that you can trust. If this tutorial helped you, please give it a thumbs up and share it with a friend. Don't forget to subscribe to the IT Academy for more quick and practical Excel tips. I'll see you in the next one.